Hey guys, AJAX 22 here. Just wanted to show you thermal processing of that 41 centerfire Colt. Essentially what you do is take it and put it on a gas burner and carefully monitor the temperature. As long as you have secondary oil burn off, you're probably okay. But as soon as it stops, like it just did right there, you're probably starting to get into the thermal range where you can actually start heat affecting the metal fairly significantly. But as long as it's off gassing, you're okay. Now, one of the key things to do on this is to not quench the revolver once you heat it up, because that can actually change the properties of the steel pretty dramatically. These are pretty soft metal. You don't want to be hardening it, making it brittle. Heating it up slowly and not to an excessive temperature, not to where you're actually seeing any changes in the metal, are probably okay. But you really don't want to push your luck with one of these things. Anyway, this is one of the processes that I use to break these things free. Heat it up, let it cool down fairly slowly. You're still going to want it to be a little bit warm when you grab it, and then you chuck it into the penetrating oil. The act of quenching inside the hydrocarbon bath should, as long as it's not too hot when it happens, should just draw the penetrating oil deeper into the crevices. We use this with the 1911. I just didn't think to record it during the process. It corrodes pretty fast once it's been heated, so you don't want to allow too much moisture to get onto it. But it does break up the crud that's holding it together. Yeah, we should be able to just dunk this thing pretty soon. There's always the chance that it'll flash over though, so make sure that you're awfully careful with this stuff. And if you have roommates, wives, girlfriends that aren't going to appreciate you cooking your guns on the stove, you might want to wait till they're out of the house. This is pretty damn messy. The lid helps contain an awful lot of that free hydrocarbon. As long as you're not melting through the bottom of this, it's probably not too hot. Now, it's an awfully crummy rubric for gauging the temperature, but you'll know if you really screwed up because the gun will be melting through the plastic. And the important thing to do is to catch it before you put a round into it and pull that trigger. Anyway, yeah, I got to do this a few more times, but I wanted to show you thermal processing on that 41 Colt. Hopefully we can get some of that crud to start flaking off the internals and let it free up a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it. Thanks. Have a good one.